and welcome to Alma News 24. I am Dhanya Reddy here to take you through the stories shaping our day. Responding to the Election Commission's notice seeking evidence to support his allegation that the BJP government in Haryana was poisoning Delhi's water supply in the run-up to the Feb 5 polls, AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal has said that the raw water received from the upper riparian state had been highly contaminated and is extremely poisonous for human health. This, he said, was also proved by a letter written by the DJB CEO to the Chief Secretary of the capital, in which she had admitted that the level of ammonia in the Yamuna water was 6.5 ppm, while DJB water treatment plants were designed to treat up to 1 pm. Late Wednesday night, EC sources said they were examining the reply but pointed out that it seems to have glossed over the central issue if substantiating the charge of poisoning of the water. Ahead of the budget, the Ministry of Heavy Industries and auto companies have made a fresh pitch for concessions of CNG vehicles. One of the key demands is to slash GST on these vehicles from the current 28%, with auto industry representatives demanding that it should be comparable with electric vehicles, which attracts a 5% levy. In recent months, government has been quite categorical about its support for EVs and has refused to respond to demands from the powerful Japanese lobby to slash the tax on hybrids. Finance Minister Nirmala Siddaramaiah has stayed clear of GST changes in the budget since it is an issue that is decided by the GST Council, which includes ministers from the states. The demand, however, comes at a time when a group of ministers are looking at rationalizing GST and is looking at all items. An American Airlines regional jet collided mid-air with a helicopter while landing at the Reagan Washington National Airport on Wednesday night, the Associated Press reported. The Federal Aviation Administration said the collision occurred around 9 p.m. when the regional jet they had departed from Wichita, Kansas, smashed into the military Black Hawk helicopter while it was approaching the airport runway. Washington Ronald Reagan Airport has suspended all aircraft takeoffs and landings in response to the incident at the airfield, the airport operator said in a post on X. US Senator Ted Cruz said there were fatalities in the crash, but it remains unclear how many people were on board. Uttar Pradesh's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is expected to visit Prayagraj today following the tragic stampede that occurred at the Triveni Sangam during the Mauni Amavasya Amrit Snan. The incident has left over 30 individuals dead and many others injured. The Chief Minister will assess the situation on the ground and review the arrangements for the ongoing religious event in the wake of the mishap. The authorities have heightened security measures across the city to ensure the safety of devotees and to prevent any further incidents. In addition, arrangements at the Mahakumbh Mela area will undergo an extensive review by the Chief Secretary and Director General of Police on Thursday ahead of the Basant Panchami Amrit Snan scheduled for February 3rd. Meanwhile, the Indian Railways has also ramped up efforts to facilitate the smooth movement of passengers to Prayagraj, where a large number of people are expected to gather. Minister of Railways Ashwini Vaishnaw visited the department's war room to assess preparedness and operational readiness. President Donald Trump on Wednesday issued an ultimatum to the US federal employees, saying that either they should return to in-person work by February 6 or risk losing their jobs, the latest move by the new administration as it seeks to curb remote work. His remarks came hours after the US Office of Personnel Management, that is OPM, began offering buyouts to about 2 million federal employees who do not return to in-person work within a set period. The agency started sending emails on Tuesday giving employees until February 6 to decide. Most employees will be required to work in person 5 days a week, OPM said. Those who choose not to return will not be allowed to resign under a deferred resignation program, which the email described as dignified fair departure from the federal government. Employees who resign will keep their pay and benefits until September 30, 2025 and will not be required to report to the office in the meantime. And that's a wrap for today. Thank you for joining with us. Stay tuned for more updates.